Nat Nicole of Micros Therapy Services, and I am back with another video. I missed you guys so much last week, but I took a week off because I had to spend time with some of my friends. In this video, as you can see by the title, we are talking about social media. Is it time for you to take a break? Thank you so much for your love, your support, your DMs, your messages, your likes. I really do appreciate it. Let's get into this video. So for this video, I am bringing on another one of my close friends, and her name is Andrea Thomas. When you see her face, you may recognize her. I decided to bring onto this video because of the fact that she is a model, and it's very important in her industry to include social media. So you guys, let's bring on Andrea. All right, guys, so here we have Andrea Thomas. Andrea, thank you so much for being in my video.
You're welcome.
Please tell some of my followers about you.
Hi, my name is Andrea Thomas. As you know, I am a professional model and actress. I'm from Miami, Florida, and I met Natalie at Florida State University for college, Seminoles for life, and have been supremely blessed based on the jobs I've been able to accomplish. CoverGirl, Reebok, a lot of Target. You guys may have seen me there.
TJ Maxx. I saw you in TJ Maxx yesterday.
I got some Clairol out right now. Yeah, so social media is very important in the industry.
Okie dokie. So first things first, signs that you need a break from social media.
It's a lot. If it's taking up a lot of my time, if I'm on it for hours on end, I need to take a break.
So like Andrea was saying, something to be mindful of is how many times you're checking social media. Right when you wake up, you're checking social media before doing anything else. That might be a sign that it's time to take a break. If it's the last thing you do at night, that may be a sign it's time to take a break. A lot of us, I know I'm not alone, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. If you wake up in the middle of the night and the first thing that you do is you check your social media, it may be time that you take a break. Yes. Another thing that I think is important to be mindful of is when you are decreasing your productivity in your own life because you're investing so much time in social media. Another thing is if you know so much about something that's going on in someone's life without talking to them solely because of social media. All right, another sign that you may need a break from social media is we have a lot of apps that help us edit our bodies. We have a generation of people now that are almost obsessed with image and making changes to it. So if on social media you notice that your self-esteem is decreasing because you're looking at all these bodies, more so maybe of bodies who literally, you guys, edit their pictures. I know for me, sometimes if I see a pimple, I'm going to edit it. I'm sure it happens in the model world.
There's some smoothing going on. Your pores, everybody wants their pores to be significantly smaller. So trying to edit to make things look like somebody else when that's not who you are. Even people who edit stuff that you want to look like, they don't even look like that. So why are you forcing it?
Another thing also is if you get anxiety when you don't check social media, or if you cannot do anything without documenting what you're doing on social media. The question I have for you more so is, so how does social media really play into your career?
Okay, so with social media, the companies that we're involved with, or even our agencies, they make it a very important point to say that we need to post in order to get more jobs. Depending on what type of industry in the modeling world you're in, because there are different types. So there's commercial print, which is me. I'm a commercial print girl.
What's that?
Commercial print is like actual TV commercials, which I've been in. You have that particular side of it, and then you have print. And print is, of course, just actual print, like in billboards, or if you see anything in the store, like with Target. What about like any of those things?
What about like an Essence magazine?
So that's considered print as well, which is what I was in last month. Those are all considered print magazines, like your editorial type of world. And they want these girls or these guys or whoever is going to represent them to look a certain way on their social media. They want that person to be tied with their brand.
So I don't want to misquote you.
Yes.
But are you saying that pretty much even the models oftentimes that we see like it's a whole edit, like that's not really who they really are?
Correct. Yeah, we do a lot of that, and it is not truth. Be mindful of that, please, because that can really warp your idea of what an individual really looks like and who they really are.
That has always blown my mind, though. The fact that we know that people are posting things that have a filter on it, and we still aspire to be that person, even though we know it's not real.
Yeah.
That has always blown my mind. It continues to blow my mind. And you have a model here. And I have put in some of her work throughout this video, and you'll see that she is even telling you, do not believe everything that you see.
Don't believe the hype.
So something that I wanted to do in this video is also share that taking a break from social media actually has been proven to increase people's mood. However, I also do know that breaking away from social media because of the fact that you fear missing out may be difficult. So what are some ways that we can break away from social media? So the thing that I want you guys to know is there is research that shows that there is like a neurobiological response to when we separate from something that we've had so much investment in. Meaning, when it comes time for you to separate from social media, you may have an increase in anxiety because of the fact that you're literally separating from something. I know you might be like, really? It could be that serious? Yes, it can. It can be that serious. Okay, so what are some ways that we can break away? So I know for me personally, I do not have notifications on my social media, meaning that for me to know that someone's writing me on Instagram or for me to know something going on Instagram, I actually have to put that effort in myself. There's nothing buzzing to me telling me like, hey, there's something here, because that will intrigue me, obviously. So I just turn my notifications off completely.
I set limits on my social media. I started doing that a few months ago, and it's been working wonders for me. I set my limit to 1 hour per day, which is probably very hard for some people. Of course, you can extend it if you need to, 15 minutes by 15 minutes or per a minute or whatever those intervals are. But you are very mindful of those extended times that you keep adding into it. And that's pushing you to make better decisions about how much time you're putting into it.
Let's say one of your friends posts for whatever reason that they're going through something. A way for you to break away from social media is actually taking your phone and contacting them, or figuring out a way where you guys can meet up for you to actually meet in person. That's a way for you to break away from social media.
For me, it's really important to be able to decipher reality from non-reality. Social media is not reality, and so we have to make sure that our friends, our family, professional relationships, all that stuff, that we understand that it is not reality on social media, so to speak, if you understand what I'm saying. Our relationships that we build, of course, we create relationships on social media a lot of the time now because of our, society and how the system is set up. But we have to understand that things outside of social media have a lot more value. I would want to say, I would think that you have more value on the things that are of actual reality. And that's really important.
And as you were saying that, I was thinking, because obviously, I make YouTube videos, yay. And of course I have social media such as, like I said, Instagram and Facebook.
Me too.
Something that I noticed, which sometimes I get so frustrated with, is we have to remember that even though I have this idea of social media where I know it's fake, I know people are crying in their bedrooms but posting that they're the happiest person in the world. Not everyone, for some reason, can get that through their head. But I know for some of you watching, you're like, social media is all I have. And I understand that some people, maybe you don't have that many friends, maybe because they've moved away or for whatever reason, personality types, whatever reason, that you may invest a lot in social media. But what I just want you guys to be mindful of, what the most important part of this video is, to understand that there's more to life than social media. And I hope you guys understand that. So we talked about the effects of social media. We talked about when to know when maybe you need to take a break from social media. We gave a little bit of how you can break away from social media, but what about what you do instead of social media? What can we do instead?
So much stuff.
No.
Yeah.
I know. There's so much.
You want to go first?
Yeah, so something that you can do outside of social media, guys, is spend quality time with your loved ones without posting about it.
Yes.
Actually putting your phone down, setting time to put your phone down.
Disclaimer, this is if you have loved ones with you, if you have access to these people.
For sure. But putting your phone away, that means in the moments where you do have time to spend time with your bestie, you put your phone away. You don't need to be on your phone. That is like one of the most frustrating things too. Yeah. Taking time out, like traveling somewhere or being with someone out and about and they literally will not put their phone down.
I think this day and age, people are so attached to their phones. It brings value to them. And if the picture was not taken, did it really happen? Mm-hmm. So, that's the mindset of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. And then that's a thin line too, because obviously when you, I haven't seen you in how long?
It's been months.
Yeah, so obviously there's a thin line, Obviously we took a picture together.
Yeah.
It just got messed up. But obviously we took a picture together. Obviously we take videos together. Obviously we want to show the world that we are still sisters, even though we don't speak. Maybe I don't post her every second. Yeah. She's still very important in my life. So, it's more so obviously you want to keep memories. I'm someone, I wish I could show you guys. I have thick files of photos that I take and I print because I'm convinced that I need my future grandchildren and my future children to see me in my prime, okay? So
I am a big proponent of printing out photos, and I know it's kind of old school, but there's nothing like it. And if anything happens to your phone or your computer, your hard drive, you have this stuff. Of course, things can happen, things can burn or water damage, all this kind of stuff. But
for sure.
Having the physical, it's tangible.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying there's a thin line. Obviously, save the memories, but do something with them. What about you?
For me, I journal a lot. So I spend a lot of my time out in nature, journaling, walking. I like to spend time outside and leaving my phone home sometimes or, taking it with me, but being mindful because just in case somebody try to snatch me or anything like that.
I know. I was just thinking that we don't even live in a world where we can be too far from our phone.
Hobbies are also really great. If you decide to take up researching certain things, anything new in your life, take up a hobby and learn how to sew, learn how to box, learn how to paint.
So you guys, another thing that I wanted to make very clear though in this video is although we have talked about social media and how it can be very negative, it does have its positives.
Very much so.
So I don't want you to get it twisted. So it's just about balance. Everything in life is about balance. So although yes, social media can cause an increase in anxiety, depression, although it can cause you to disconnect, it also is a very good way to connect. And it's a very good way to be able to make sure someone's okay when you might not have the time to reach out.
Because if I see a cute guy on Instagram, no, just kidding. Reaching out.
But yeah. So yes, although I'm saying, be mindful. Obviously, social media doesn't have to be bad if you just take some of these skills that we, shared with you in regards to how to balance it. So before we go, do you have a journal prompt for my people?
What is it that you feel like you do too much of?
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Yes. And I will see you in my next video. Do it with me. Bye.
I think that. I know, but I'm trying to add into it. But if you add in while I'm looking, how are we going to edit that? Oh, I guess then you'll learn how to do for yourself. And all that comes with discipline. Discipline and balance is a really good way to be good to yourself.
What does that have to do with a journal prompt?
What do you mean? A journal prompt is like a soundbite.
No, I mean a prompt for them to use to write in their journal.
Oh, I thought you meant like a soundbite, like a takeaway. That was a good takeaway. Dang, you should add that to the end.
This whole thing, right? Because I was like, wait, where is the prompt?
Wait, so you want me to...